Hey guys, wanted to stop in and make a new video for you. I'm currently working on my 2000 Chevy Silverado 1500 four-wheel drive, the 3-door, and I'm fixing a notorious door handle because mine seems to have broken. This is the new one. I'm just going to walk you through the process. I'm kind of started through it basically, started already, but you're going to take this, get a prying tool like a plastic guy, get in there in the front and just pop it out, and it'll come out, or to the back side, pop it out. And then you also have this corner piece up here. There's going to be little ears, one there that you pull out. I broke mine forever ago, so this one's broken, but just be gentle. They're brittle, and then you're going to pull up on it and then out. After that, you're going to have this guy. Just pull up on this with your hand and it'll pop up, and then pull out this way. And then behind there, you should have a 7mm right here. And then you also have a 7mm right there underneath the handle. And then after that, you're free to basically pick up on it and then shift it down. I let mine hang right there. You can do that if you want to or not. You'll have this guy. This guy just pops out of the bottom piece right there, out of that white light right there. And then you're good to go. So the next step is, there's 3 bolts. There's one, let's see, right up yonder. My phone will focus, probably not. Top right corner right there. Well, top left corner, whichever way you look at it. And then straight through here, there's where that empty screw is where basically these 10mm nuts will be. There's going to be 3 of them. So there's one there, one up in there, and then this access port gets you to the 3rd one right there. But you're going to have this little guy plugging it, and then just use a little plastic tool and be gentle and just pop it out, and you'll go from there. So I'm this far. I'll update you as soon as I get it out. And just like that, I have it out of there. So then basically once you get that 3rd bolt out of the top there, it'll kind of pop out a little bit. This red piece will be attached to let's see, this little knobby guy, which basically allows your door to unlock and lock. And this is the piece that's broken on mine, which is this guy, which is the little actuator to basically open the door. But as you can see, mine is no longer opening, so it broke off right there on the end. And you have another one of the little, this is just a little hook and then pry. So I just used the little yellow pry tool again, and then push on that a little bit. Getting this, the top bolt up in here is a little tricky because you kind of have to look down through here, look through this little hole there, and then look at it. And then you won't be able to fit a wrench in there, so you have to use like I use like a little 10mm with the bendy end, and then just reach up there and then loosen it. The other ones I just used a simple 10mm with an extension, and then went through this hole and this hole straight through, and that's all I did. Next we'll be removing the door lock, and I will show you how to do it in just one moment. Alright, I'm in on my bench here. Another thing you want to do is just kind of confirm most everything looks the same. The new one didn't come with a key tumbler, so I'm just going to reuse mine. And then just kind of make sure the bolts look the same spot. Just because some weird reason they send you something funky, you want to make sure. So with this, you're going to remove this little pin, which is here, and it should just pop. You just put a little flathead in there and then turn it, and it should pop free. It's basically wrapped around the inside there. This is a better way to show you because this is the one that's brand new. This little guy should pop this way and then put it back in there. And then if for some reason you want to replace this, at this point you can. Typically these can be brittle, so if you break one off, you can go to like AutoZone or O'Reilly's or auto parts store, and they sell these by themselves. I'm not sure what they're called, but take the old one in and you can find one to match it up essentially. So I'm going to start that process and I'll get you at the next step. Alright guys, I got it set up to where I can try to show you. I'm going to set you up on a box maybe. Yeah, there we go. Box. Try to show you. So you put this in there, turn it, and I had to kind of set it up like this. And then you just kind of wiggle it this way, and it pops out this way. And then that's done. And then on the new one, you're going to want to do kind of the similar thing. So just go in here gently and just kind of work it in like this. And then I'm going to make sure this is the same orientation. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't see that. Make sure this is the same orientation going back in. And so those are the little guys, and basically they set on these little wings. This little bar does. So it sits on the top of it so it can't push back. So set it in there, and then just kind of wiggle it in until it's seated all the way. And then you'll see that it's not coming out now. It's because it's seated over those little wings. It's in there, good to go. Try to make sure the orientation was the same exact as when you took it out, just so that it doesn't do anything weird when you put it back in. Sorry for the angles. Trying to do the best I can. This was on Amazon. This was 20 bucks for 2 of them. This is the driver's side, of course, and then the passenger side is probably just the same, just on the other side. But as you can see, quality about the same as like GM manufacturing-ish. People are going to say it's not, but it's fine. It's going to work, and hopefully that helps. And now to put it back in. So all in all, you should have this red guy connected to this rod, and then this red guy connected to the bottom rod, and it's kind of hard to twist it back on there. I used a pair of pliers and then just basically gently pushed it on there, and then it just popped on. But be gentle, they're brittle and they're kind of delicate. And then after that, you're gonna basically just push this guy kind of up and under like that, and then push this guy back in there, and then it's back, and then you put your bolts back on and through this hole. I'm probably going to do this one first, that one next, and then this top inside one last, just because it's up and in there. And after tightening those, you should go back to a working door. So now do the reverse, and then you should be good to go. Next step is shimming your door card back on. Make sure you plug this light back in on the back side. There's going to be a hook here in the back and a hook right around here in the back. You're going to want to like hook it in and then hook this door ledge onto it, and then pop this back on. Put your 7mm bolt back in, pop this back down, and then put your last one in, which goes in right under there. And then you can put this piece back on like so, and then you have this little piece comes up in. So when you pop it out from the back side, not the front, sorry, and then pop it back in like so. Then you can still put your bolt in up there. And then one last step, don't forget to plug your hole back up with this guy, and then just basically push it on the bottom, push it on the top, bada bing, bada boom, you're back together, and you got a working door again. Again, this is a 2000 Chevy Silverado 1500. The matchup is pretty good, a little bit dirty on the bottom, but a good wash and we'll be good to go. Ta-da! Alright guys, again, this was Chevy Silverado 1500. It's a 2000, is the one we're working on today, is a 3-door. And we're basically working on a no entry because the spring part that attaches here, which is this guy, and it goes like this, has broken off because it's cheap little pot metal basically, and then popped off there. So then your door handle does that and doesn't open, and you have to open it from the passenger side, and no one wants to do that. So the tools I used is basically just a ratchet with an extension with a 7mm for the door cards, a 10mm with a inside ratchet with a bendy end. You don't have to have the bendy end, it should work just fine, or if you just have an open end, it'll work great. A 10mm for the 3 bolts on the back of the handle, which are going to be bottom one, the inside of the door side that you have to take off the little tab, or the little circle piece, the plug. This one you can get straight through. This one you have to reach up and then use the wrench to basically loosen that guy. And when you tighten it back down, tighten it down pretty good, but don't over tighten it. You don't want to break it because these are just inside of plastic certs, like a weird bolt cert. But yeah, basically I used a prying tool for my stuff, some pliers to pop this little guy back onto the new ones, back onto the little pull wire or whatever's inside there, the rod that's in there to open and disengage the door to open it and to lock it. You can push those back on if you got a super strong thumb, but I just use those to basically just help them go a little bit better and just pop right in place. But hopefully that helped you in some way today. Give me a like, maybe subscribe, and follow me along for any other handy little things I find along the way to fix on my truck.